Hey Tiger family, Miss Robertson here. I'm your school counselor here at South Newton Elementary School, and I'm super excited to be introducing and explaining our Attendance All-Star Initiative that we are starting here for the 2020 school year. So why are we starting an attendance initiative here at South Newton? Well, unfortunately, we have faced struggles with compulsory attendance law violations at a high rate for many years. In efforts to reduce the violation rate, we're starting this initiative to increase attendance awareness and reward students who are making the maximum effort to attend school continuously and grow their knowledge. We want to increase the hours spent educating students and reduce the hours of missed instruction time. With maximized instruction comes maximized growth. Here at South Newton, our top priority is to provide the utmost safety and top quality education for all of our students. So what exactly will this look like? Each quarter, we're going to track absences and tardies for the whole school. We're going to set school-wide and classroom attendance goals. We will celebrate when we reach those goals. We will reward our All-Star Perfect Attendance students each quarter and at the end of the year. And we will display all of this data, some facts, and our attendance all-stars throughout the school in order to increase awareness and excitement. So why do we care about attendance? Well, as I said before, with maximized attendance comes maximized growth. Also, North Carolina has a compulsory attendance law that we must follow. This law states that children between the age of 7 and 16 must attend school continuously from the time that school is in session. Children enrolled in school under the age of 7 must also maintain that continuous school attendance. The school must be notified of the reasons for student absences. Attendance notifications are required from the school after the student reaches their 3rd and 6th unexcused absence. After the 10th excused absence, administration reviews the situation and the school policy, as well as the compulsory attendance law. If the student or the person responsible for the student is found in violation of the compulsory attendance law, they can be found guilty of a Class 1 misdemeanor. In compliance with the North Carolina state law, South Newton also has an attendance policy. Our policy states that students are expected to be in attendance each day that school is in session. A student must be present for at least half of the school day to be counted present for the whole day, which means that a student must be checked in before 11:45 a.m. in order to be considered present. There are two considerations for attendance. The first consideration is lawful or excused, or unlawful and unexcused. The only absences that will be considered lawful are as follows: personal illness or injury, isolation ordered by the State Board of Health due to things such as COVID-19, death in the immediate family, medical or dental appointments, participation in a court proceeding, or observation of a religious event previously approved by the principal. Excessive absences without a reasonable excuse may constitute the student as truant. When a student reaches 10 or more tardies or early dismissals, they can be found ineligible for perfect attendance recognition or other school awards. Family trips are considered unexcused. We highly recommend notifying teachers before a child is absent for things such as family trips, funerals, and other planned events. When children are absent, they must return a note explaining the exact reason as to why they are absent, including the kind of illness that they may have. This documentation is required by the state. It also enables the school and the parents to work together for the best interest of the child. This written documentation is due within a week of the absence. Coding for absences cannot be changed outside of the quarter that it took place, so it is very important to turn in documentation as soon as possible. A student is expected to make up work when they are absent. This will help the student not fall behind. Student arrival time is 7:45 to 8:10 a.m. and dismissal time is 3:20 p.m. Late check-ins and early checkouts are highly recommended to be avoided. Early checkouts and late check-ins disturb the beginning and the end of the day and interferes with instructional time. If you have any questions about our attendance policy here at South Newton or any other policies, you may log on to our website and click on the Parent-Student Handbook. It is important to outline some facts about attendance that affect students and their academics. Over 8 million U.S. students miss nearly a month of school each year. Absenteeism in the first month of school can predict poor attendance throughout the year. Half of the students who miss 2 to 4 days in September go on to miss nearly a month of school. Research shows that missing 10% of the school year, or about 18 days in most school districts, negatively affects a student's academic performance. That's just 2 days a month and is known as chronic absence. Absenteeism and its negative effects start early. 1 in 10 kindergarten and first grade students are chronically absent. Poor attendance can influence whether children read proficiently by the end of the 3rd grade and are held back. By 6th grade, chronic absence becomes a leading indicator that a student will drop out of high school. Along with facts about attendance, it's important to highlight some helpful tips in order to reduce absences and tardies. First, get as much ready as possible the night before. Lay out clothes and shoes, pack lunches, and make sure materials and backpack are ready and placed by the door. Have kids set their own alarm clock. You can create a checklist for things to do in the morning. You can give incentives for getting ready on time. Make sure kids go to bed on time. If a child is well rested, they are better prepared to wake up on time and full of energy in order to take on the following day. Use a timer for kids to help them understand the concept of time. Let natural consequences happen. So if a student chooses to not prepare for the next day, they may wake up on time, but end up running behind because they have to spend extra time getting things ready in order to leave. That will then result in being tardy for school. That tardy is considered a natural consequence for the decision to not prepare for the school day the previous night. There are 2 links here attached in the presentation that have other resources or these resources in more detail if you would like to look at those. I appreciate your time and you listening to this presentation. Now let's reach for the stars and zoom into the rest of the school year with perfect attendance. If you have any questions, you may contact me at the school at 828-464-4061. Go Tigers!